Do you want to finish this stupid quest? Good, because so does everyone else, and so did I when I spent like 6 hours doing it. I don't know why they made this quest require 120 kills, but they did. So, now the whole community has to deal with it and sit here and do this for hours and hours on end. So, I wanted to give you guys some tips to make it a little bit easier for you. So, first off, these NPCs are kind of hard to deal with. I'm not gonna fight that right now. If you have range skills, if you are Keto, if you have Kendo, like I have Crescent Relief, that helps a little bit. If you're on a wrong car, any kind of like Sero range skills, obviously that helps a ton. Especially if you're going around with a group doing it, that helps a lot. I like to spam Brace, but obviously if you're like in a wrong car, you have Hero and stuff. Just as much tankiness and as much range as possible is going to help you out a lot. So, there's a couple people over there all fighting that guy you can see. That's what you don't want to do. That's why people sit here and do this for 10 hours. Because how these things actually work is only like one person gets credit, to my knowledge. So, if you go around farming these, the dragons and the stone things, if you go around farming those with a group of 7 people and only one or two people are getting credit every single time, obviously if you do that 120 times, you're going to have to fight a lot more than 120 NPCs. I don't know if it's the last hit or the most damage done. I'm pretty certain whoever does the most damage just gets all the credit. Basically what you want to do is only go with one other person, or honestly what I did for like most of mine, like I'd say 60, 70 of mine, I did completely solo, which is extremely difficult. I will be honest, it is hard to solo these things. You can get used to their attack patterns, and I am going to show you how I do that and what I like to do. But generally, yeah, you want to farm it by yourself, use as much range as possible. You want to learn their attack patterns and pretty much just block and parry for your life, to be honest. Like, even I'm not perfect at it. I get down to like a bar, 2 bars, less than a bar almost every single time I fought one of these things. Because they're not that easy. Like, this quest is tedious, it sucks, and the bosses, don't even get me started on the bosses. One other big tip that helped me out a lot in like the second half of me doing this, I realized that because it takes so long to fight them, because you have to sit there and, what's it called? You gotta parry their attacks and fight them for like a minute or two just to kill one or 2 of them. What I realized is every 30 minutes, I would see more success if I go to Soul Society, get my bar, and come back, and then pop. Yes, literally pop bankai, res, volt on these NPCs, and just every time I saw cooldown, come back and do it. And it makes it way easier to farm these things. So I have theater, so I don't have like crazy range or damage skills in Shikai, at least not for these things. But in bankai, I do have quite a lot of damage potential. And it just makes it a lot easier to fight these things, basically. So I do recommend getting your form whenever you can. And honestly, your sub mode too, but you only get that from hitting players, so it's kind of obnoxious. So these things, you want to parry that roar. It's kind of like a Sharko. You want to block this fire thing. If you're under them directly, you might be in the hitbox and it might not work. This is a stomp. You want to parry that, but you can block that. This goes through block. Oh, it doesn't. I was way off. Okay, so that has a weird hitbox. That grab, or that punch, I always thought it went through blocks. I'd always try to block it and it wouldn't work. I think it's just about where you are in reference to the hitbox. And then with these things, obviously when it's half health, it'll turn red and start spewing lava. That's how you know it's half health. That's just like a Sharko roar. You want to parry that up. That's the roar. It is kind of 360 most of the time, and I'm already dead. But it's fine. These things you don't actually lose lives to. It's only when you get gripped by players, and all you have to do is kill one of those NPCs, and you'll get your life back. Make sure if you are near other players, you're saying my bad all, because it kind of is annoying if you don't, to be honest. I'm gonna go run through some of the attack patterns real quick to help you guys out. Also, one tip that I just thought about. Honestly, if you have the Raging Ray Essence, I think that's what it's called, that'd probably help a lot, because you'd be able to pop on these NPCs like constantly. And if you were farming with another person, like, you could high-key just, like, TK a little bit. Why am I in a wall? What is this game, bro? I'm gonna leave this in the video, too. I want you all to see this, bro. This game is deadass type //bug. Type bug. It's crazy. Have y'all seen the bug reports for this game? It's insane. Like, obviously, it's got a lot of players. It's gonna have a lot of bugs, but it's literally insane. It's ridiculous. Because I got a spirit box earlier. It's on my Quincy, and it's a skill called Reishi Bomb, and it didn't even work. So I was like looking at the bug reports channel, and bro, someone made a bug report about it like 5 days ago. But I went in that channel to look basically, and I just see like 300, 400 bugs just listed there. Like, that's so crazy to me. And only some people have the role to bug report too. Imagine if it was the whole community. That'd be ridiculous. There's 3 of those things over there. That's another thing you don't want to do. Even if you are in mode, unless you have like a crazy AoE high damage mode, do not mess with too many of those things at once. I am sick right now if I sound kind of weird or stuffy or whatever the heck. But it's whatever. So this thing's gonna roar. It always starts off with a roar from what I've noticed. You can parry and block it. Try to parry it. This, you want to block. If you're too far under it, like right there, it'll go through your block. This, I like to try to block. And this, I always try to parry. Okay, we didn't get that. That's okay. If you get hit a little bit, you just gotta make sure to lock in the next time. I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, these things do a lot of damage. And I spam brace constantly. That's parry, okay. Okay, I didn't get that one, but that's okay. You really do just want to try to get in as many M1s as you can and reduce as much damage taken as possible. Why is he coming over here with all that? Okay, we got a parry in there. Parry. Okay, parried that. That timing can be kind of weird, so just be careful with that and learn. Apparently you can back away from it, though. Okay, I tried to dodge that. Did not work. Okay, so if you back up far enough from the hitbox, you can actually, what's it called, bypass that. And there's 2 of them now, so this is when you take your opportunity and dip. I do not have the damage. Oh, it killed the other one. Okay, sweet. I was gonna say I don't have the damage output to kill 2 of those things, even if they were both low, but that's okay. So we block this. It'd look really bad if I died here. I server hopped 'cause I got ganked and I got gripped, but it's whatever. I don't know why people gank in Hell. Like, normally, people are pretty chill down here. They just want to, like, get their quest done and dip. This music right now is the True Segunda theme song. I don't know if it's for a certain Segunda or if it's just every Segunda. But yeah, if you guys didn't know. Ugh. Alright, so I actually gotta get my life back. I just got by those dudes. So I'm trying to look for an NPC. I died to the one I was fighting a second ago, but it's alright. It happens, like, legitimately, it does happen. It happened to me so much when I was progressing. Like, I'm not perfect at this either, but because only one person gets the credit, you kind of have to go off by your own and risk dying, if that makes sense. Okay, this dude's on me. So I'm just gonna kill this. Okay, I finally found another one. I've been looking for so long, I don't know why this server's like being weird with the rates. So you want to parry the screen, like I said before. You want to block the flamethrower. I am sick, like I said. Sorry if I sound weird. Parry this! Okay, I did not parry that. I'm gonna back up for the punch. I'm gonna block that, because I just learned I could. And it should cycle through to a kick or a roar. Okay, I'm just gonna kick again. I have counters, so I like to use my counters. I recommend using counters if you have them. It can help and save you a lot, because it's basically just like a free negation of damage, you know? Okay, I think other people are going to jump in here. This is kind of unavoidable, which is what I like to do, is run away and go to like a private spot away from the big group. Like right now, I just let these dudes have the kill. Like, I did most of the damage, I'll hit a little more, and then I'll just dip. Like, I'm literally going to leave right now. I'm going to go fight that one. They're going to kill that. I'm going to get out of combat. I should, but this game's tight bug, and it's not going to work. And then they're going to come over and hit this. And if I actually got out of combat like I was supposed to, I'd have started fighting this early and gotten most of the damage and gotten my credit. But because I'm still here first, I'm going to get a good few hits in before these guys do. But basically my point is I'd run away from these guys and run like all the way back there and find a monster by myself and make sure I'm getting my kill credit. So now that we know how to fight these things, the dragons are a little different. I think they're easier, to be honest, because those things, they be doing too much, to be honest. I don't really like their attack patterns too much. It's kind of harder to counter than the dragons. Apparently it's from Samus, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool reference. Let me see if I can find a dragon somewhere. Alright guys, and what I do recommend you do, because I did just die to that, I'm not gonna like pretend like, oh, I off-screen killed it. I don't know if you die and it dies still, do you still get the credit if you died before? I really do not know. So that kill, I don't know if I got it or not. That guy could have got it, I don't know. But what I like to do is if I die, because this happened to me a lot when I was soloing, and it's kind of, you just gotta accept it. You might die and you just gotta run back and finish it off. Which is gonna happen a lot, and that's okay. Okay, I covered the entire map. I could not find a dragon whatsoever. But basically, they're gonna, when you first aggro them, they're gonna leap at you, and you're gonna think you can block it, but you can't. You have to turn around, kind of like ABA, if you know what I'm talking about. You gotta turn around and block behind you, because basically they're gonna rush at you, and then they're gonna claw you in the back. So you gotta turn around and block it from behind when you first aggro them, and then they'll do a sweep kick. That's an easy parry, and then they do a bite, which is very, very hard to react to. It took me forever to learn how to react to it, and I didn't appreciate that, like, at all. Like, it's just so hard. So what I started doing is I just M1 twice, and honestly just wait for it to bite you. And what I recommend doing is holding parry or countering. Or holding block or countering. It's very, very hard to parry. Especially because it's, like, so fast and sudden. You might be able to get the timing down better than I did, but in general, it'll have the bite. It'll have the kick, and it also has a flamethrower, so that's kind of good practice to get used to the flamethrower on both those monsters. And another big thing, those bankai NPCs, I think most people know this by now, they do not count whatsoever. And last thing, honestly, just good luck. This quest is stupid, etc. If you're watching this, devs, mods, whoever has influence, if you're watching this, like, it's honestly just an inconvenience to your player base. Please make this more reasonable. Like, I did it once. I'll never ever do it again on another slot. Genuinely, it's so stupid. Cause you want us to do this for so many hours. You want us to fight bosses for so many hours, and then on top of that, you want us to AFK for what is it, 5 to 24 hours? Like, that's ridiculous. That is genuinely ridiculous. And it's like, obviously you have a loyal player base. They're gonna do it anyway. But, like, people have lives and stuff, bruh. Like, not everyone's trying to sit on this game for 15 hours a day. Like, no, bruh. Y'all gotta nerf that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not messing with the 15, or what's it called, 30, 40 hour true bankai progression. And I understand it's to discourage other players from trying to get it, but that's not the way you do it. You don't do it by making people play the game for 15 hours tediously. You should put it behind a skill wall or an elaborate mission. Like, granted, they kind of did, but it's so lazy. It's just killing NPCs and then AFKing after you kill some bosses that aren't even really doable. And you could say, like, oh, it takes skill to get the bosses done, but, like, it really doesn't, because how many people have True Bankai now? Like, a couple thousand, and almost all of them cheesed it. And if they didn't cheese it, they had big groups of people helping them. Like, it's not exactly a skill-based thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, if you liked the video, stick around, like, comment. Let me know if you guys have true mode, how long it took you. Let me know if you have better advice on how to kill these things faster, because it still took me hours, and I hated it so much. They nerfed the spawn rates and stuff since, like, the first day or two of release, which sucks even more. But they still spawn a lot, to be fair. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K. Like, genuinely, if you do mess with this video with my content at all, please do subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K. I'm trying to hit 1K by the end of August, at that. So that's like less than a month. My birthday's coming up. I would appreciate it, and have a good night.